Welcome back, guys, to another video of Space Engineers. Now, in the last video, I kind of went over a little bit of how the game works and stuff, and it was on a map that I've already played before, so I had quite a few ships already built, and I actually built kind of like a small ship on there. But I figured with this one, I would do a whole another map, one that I haven't been on, one I haven't even played before. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. And basically, I'm going to be building a big ship. I'm going to explain to you guys of how to build in this game because it actually took me, I think, 2 or 3 days just to even figure out how to build. Now that I know how to build, I kind of feel stupid about it. So if you guys see that little circle that's down in the bottom right hand corner, you can see I'm changing it right now. Those are actually kind of like all of your stuff. So like right here, you have your welder. That is basically just if anything is broken, you just come over and just weld it. You have your hand drill. You can dig tunnels with this. You can do it slow. And there we go. Dig tunnels with that. That's kind of fun. If you want to have a base that's underground, you can do so. You also have your grinder. Now the grinder is what I use sometimes, like if I accidentally misclick on a build, you can just come over here, grind it, and see it just breaks it down. And then take the welder and now it's fixed. And then you also have your automatic rifle. Now I'm in creative right now, so then I will be able to build stuff for you guys. And so to bring up this little menu to build for Xbox, it is you're just pressing on the left analog stick. You're just pressing down, and then it'll bring up your recent blocks. You have so the first tab you have recent blocks, then you have armor, and then you have production and medical, gas and logistics, ship essentials, wheel and weapons, comms and hangars, Windows and high tech, advanced systems, decorations 1, and decorations 2. Now, there's actually a DLC for this game already, and it's basically here's a toilet you can add. Oh. I seen my armor start to get hit by something. But we are going to actually start off with the ship essentials, and we're going to start with the landing gear. Now, I prefer to build up and up here, kind of just off of things, because as you can tell, when I try to place this down, it wants to place it as if that's part of the ship, and we don't want that. So I normally just fly off a little bit, and you with the same menu, you can actually use that to rotate using the D-pad, and there's a bunch of different directions that you can go with for that. So this game's actually a lot of fun. Um, yeah, that's also another thing. Make sure that you realize that you are in zero gravity before you try to build. I'm so used to building on the moon that it just didn't even come to me. That there we go. So since I have it towards that, oh, wait, the green actually means that the landing gear is now attached to the ground. So that's good. We want that. I'm probably gonna go with a light armor block. Now you have the light and then you have the heavy. Honestly, it doesn't really matter which one you use. Obviously, the heavy is gonna make it to where your ship's gonna be kind of. You can go both, honestly, with heavy and light armor if you want to try to balance it out. Now, what I've learned is that if you want to do a jump drive, that is the max limit for that for weight is 1 million. And I know that sounds like a lot, but when you start building, you actually start to realize, hey, this is actually A lot heavier than what I thought it would be. But that also goes with building bigger ships. Now, me personally, I like to build really big ships so then I can put as much guns as I can on top. And you can also put guns on bottom too if you want that. So basically, what I'm doing right now is I'm just kind of just putting out like a little layout of how I want it to be. I'm not gonna make it like super big. I just kind of want to keep it nice and small for right now because once like last night when I did a video, that ship was really big and the thrusters were for some reason not working, and I still have to figure that out why they weren't working. We're gonna do this. There we go. So okay, so this is actually a good time to explain this. Now that front one is, I don't know how well you guys can see that, but the front one here is green, the landing gear, and then these two are blue. The reason being is that it's saying that this one, the auto lock, is on. Every time when you put down landing gear, it will always have the auto lock on. Now you can obviously take that off, and I will show how to like do that once I get done building the ship. And you can actually, with your command center, you can do all of that. You can change the name of things. So if you don't want it to be like landing gear, you could change it to something else if you really wanted to. Trying to think, I'll do this. I'm trying to do like a different design for it this time because most of my designs are kind of like all the same when it comes to building ships. So I want to try to make it a little bit different. And I do recommend doing it like this, like putting a layout first before you actually start building the ship, because then you'll realize that you could have done something else, and you can easily fix that with this way. So this is kind of small in a way. I mean, compared to my guy, it's going to be like really big, but you'll realize that they're kind of like portions of big and small in this game are a little, I would say, incorrect, because you can change the actual size of the blocks, but the one problem with that is either you have these big blocks or you have like really really small blocks, and I don't see the purpose in the small blocks. I think they just want you to build with these bigger blocks, but I mean, I can't give it too much like bad credit because the game did just come out. So I mean, hopefully they fix that. That would be nice if they could fix that for us. Um, yeah, I'm trying to think of how I want to do this front piece here. I like to have like a little point to all of my ships just because it does make it a lot better. And now you can make rounded ships that they do have rounded pieces in this game. I haven't tried it out myself, but I'm thinking about trying to build a rounded ship. Now, honestly, I don't know how well that's going to go, but you don't know until you try. And also, I'm trying to make the ship even because if you don't, then it just looks stupid. And yeah, I'm not. No. And you can also paint. I will actually get into that a little bit later. The painting in this it's cool, but also confusing all at the same time. It, you'll understand like when you see it. It can be cool and confusing. I want to make sure that it's, yeah, that's not too bad. That's actually fairly small. Like I said, compared to most of my ships, this one's pretty small. I also recommend that before you like fill like the inside of the ship. So say like at like this front part, say like if you wanted to take blocks and go across here and then just fill this entire thing up with armor, you can do that. But I recommend seeing if your ship flies first because weight is a big factor in this game. Because the smallest thing can throw off your entire ship. Okay. Oh, okay, that makes sense. If you guys have any questions, please ask. And if I know the answer, I will let you know. But if I don't, I will get back to you on that, and then I'll let you guys know because I'm learning as I'm going as well. Obviously, I'm not gonna know everything with inside the game yet. I'm still trying to figure out how the jump drives work. And once I figure that out, I'll more than likely explain it because there'll definitely be another ship that I'll build that will be big enough to hold a jump drive. And if you didn't see the video from last night, I highly recommend going and watching that because like I said it does. I do explain a little bit in there, but this video that I'm making right now was meant to kind of explain a little bit more on like the whole building and everything else. Now, if you do have questions that I can't answer, you can look up Space Engineers on YouTube, and the developers have made they made quite a few videos, especially for Xbox, because they knew that people would be confused on like how to build and stuff, which is normal. That comes with every game. I'm still trying to figure out the build. Sometimes I forget. What's that? Oh, I was confused. I'm like, why is that like that? But okay. Also, another thing, if you want to do, you can actually come in here and you can kind of, if you want it to be more like how like the outside is looking, you can do this. I do it just because it makes the ship look better, but honestly, it's up to whatever you feel like doing. See, it just it makes it a little bit better, and when you start to like build up on the ship, you'll actually it'll look a lot better. There we go. Also, the one thing that a lot of people don't know is you have a jetpack. Now, that jetpack is very helpful in space, but when you are down on the ground, you tend to, get turned. And a lot of people are like, well, how do I fix this? Like, do I have to do this? No. Actually, if you use LB, and then you turn, you can actually just keep spinning, and then that's how you can fix yourself. So here, I'll go into third person. See, you just do this. Same one with this way. If you want to do back flips and front flips, you may. But yeah, that took me a little bit to kind of realize how that worked, but it is very helpful. And once you like actually start playing the game a little bit more, the controls will be just you'll know them. You won't even have to like look or think twice about it. You'll just be able to do it and keep going. Now, if you're curious of how I'm placing blocks, it's really simple. You're just pressing RT to place and then LT to remove. So they made that really simple, which I like. And flying goes the same way as your jetpack. So your jetpack, you can go A is how you go up, B is how you go down. So it's really simple. Same way it goes with the ship. You A to go up, B to go down, and then for your like your forward thrusters, I think it's just the left analog stick. You just push that forward and then the thrusters go. And then your right analog obviously is the look. So this is going pretty well. I don't know what. I think I'm gonna put ion thrusters on here. I highly recommend putting ion thrusters on a lot of your ships and also tucking them back like about that far. The reason being is that this game, the bots in this game, their aim is beautiful. I don't understand it, but their aim is amazing. And I hate every second of it too when they somehow snipe me from afar. So now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to start. Oh, did I build? Did I accidentally build? Sometimes you'll do that. Like, see, it's green. That means I can just place it wherever I want. And I don't want to do that right now. I'm trying to fix this. And I'll probably make a landing pad later because I can land wherever I want to with the auto lock on, but it looks weird if you're just posted up on like the side of a hill. But yeah, I really do enjoy this game. It's a lot of fun, and if you like space, I think you'll like this game. I don't see why you wouldn't. And actually, I'm gonna do what I said earlier. I'm gonna bring this across here like so, so I can kind of block that off. Now, someone did say to me, they're like, "What is it like a futuristic Minecraft?" Yeah, I think the developers would be very upset if they heard you say that. It's not, honestly, of how well this game was actually made. I would say calling it a futuristic Minecraft is more of an insult than anything else. And I'm not saying I like Minecraft is a bad game. It's a good game, but yeah, this game's way ahead of Minecraft. And the reason why I say that is because you will notice that when I'm building ships, or if anybody's building ships, if they've figured this out yet, that the thrusters actually affect the metal. So if you have metal that's sitting right in front of the thruster, what will actually happen is it will actually start to damage or not the thrusters, the metal. Because I did that thinking that it would actually help and protect the thrusters. Yeah, no, it doesn't work that way. And which kind of sucks, but I mean, it does make sense because you wouldn't have it to where, the blocks could withstand that amount of heat. No, I'm no scientist, so I don't know the exact temperature of that, but I can tell you one thing. I would I would say it's probably pretty hot if it's moving something that's this heavy and has a lot of guns on it. And then with all these thrusters, I would say the back gets pretty hot. All right, let's fill up if I can. There we go. Let's fill up this. So see how it got really dark in here? Yeah, you can put lights in here if you'd like. I do sometimes, just because I don't like walking into my ship and it's pitch black, and you actually have lights on your helmet, which duh makes sense. But with the camera that I'm using right now to record, doesn't like how the game's light in this is. So I tried to pick a map that wasn't going to affect my camera that bad, and this map actually worked out pretty well. So honestly, I'm not going to complain. Also, another thing that I like about this game is so you guys see how like there's like this little outline around here. So if I were to do this and block that off, see how it like leaves that little outline still? I love it whenever it does that. And the reason being is when I make windows, and you'll see when I make windows, the windows look so much better because it has like that outline to it. And honestly, it makes your ship look so much better. And like, cause just imagine seeing every single line that would be like on the like this little extra outline piece. Just imagine it showing every block. That's the reason why I kind of love the building in this game. I like to say it's more of a ahead of its time for Xbox anyway. PC, oh no, this is way behind its time. I would like to get me a gaming PC. That would be nice. But for me to get even just to rent one of those, that's an entire paycheck right there. And I like having the money that I get. All right. So I know it looks weird, but I'll fix it up and we'll make it a lot better than what it looks. There we go. So far, it's turning out to. Oh, all right. I I don't know if that's a glitch or if it's because like I can see right through the entire planet. Huh. I'm gonna go with it's a small little glitch. Which I mean, I'm not really complaining. I'd rather have a glitch on the ground than mess something up here. Yeah. Also, if you want to, you could kind of like you'll figure out if I were to like point down. Oh wait, not what I wanted to do. Point down and then I point at like the wall. Oh no, wrong wall. All right. Well, it was working, but you can make it to where it just does that automatically. And if I really wanted to, just because I have that extra layer on top, I'm gonna take these out and I'm going to put more ion thrusters in there just in case. Because you honestly, you can never have too many ion thrusters. I mean, I think the most that I've had was like 104, and I was like, "Yep, makes sense." But yeah, it honestly, you'll eventually come to find out that the more thrusters you have, the better off you are. Oh, that front looks so weird. I'm kind of just doing like a fast build right now. Just it gives you guys an idea of what building is, like what it's like in this game. And because I know a lot of people, they're going to be wondering how well does the game run? You know, is it worth $20? Honestly, I think it's worth $20. I mean, but that's my opinion. I mean, it's everybody has their own opinion. We'll go up to, and then we'll do this. So the windows in this game, they're not like the blocks that you see right now. They're actually a 1x2, and you can have a 2x3, and so the windows do get pretty big. I don't like that. Not a big fan of it. I'd be okay with the good old 1x1. But I mean, it's all right. Or if maybe like if they added it to where you could do like the one by ones, but you can kind of like expand the window out, so you could just take one window and just fill up the entire space. That would be nice. Also, just a heads up, your character is only one block. He's literally a one by one, so he is really small. And I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like they kind of cheated him out a little bit. I feel like he could have been a lot taller than that. I don't know if it's just because I consider myself small, so I guess that would maybe be a reason why I'm upset about it. Who knows? Alright, so this is turning out actually fairly well. I'm actually surprised of how well this ship's turning out. So we're going to do window flat, and then so you see how it kind of has like that dark appearance to it. We want that dark appearance on the outside. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this because it has to be even. And here we're going to maybe okay. Nope, 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 nope. Do this. So it makes it to where it's harder for someone to see inside of your ship. That's one of the things that I've liked about this is that they've actually taken that into consideration. Now, the one thing that I hate about this is if you're trying to stack these windows on here, it doesn't always want to fit. Oh, it, yeah. There we go. It doesn't look right. All right. So we got it fixed. We're good. And if you've noticed, I've actually put down these heavy slopes. I'm only doing that just for armor purposes, especially the front here, since a lot of it is just like the slopes. I want it mostly to be armor. And we are going to. How do I want to do this? We'll do this. So, yeah, we're going to remove that. We are going to remove this right there. We're gonna do it the same way on the other side. So yeah, it looks weird, but you'll see. You'll see what I'm doing, and it makes sense actually once I finish it. We're going to do that. Is that no? It's not. Okay, do that. I mm, I don't know what I'm gonna put there yet. I could probably figure out something. And then we will go into armor again. We'll go here. We'll go over here to the heavy armor corner. And just to kind of fix that. So as you can tell, there is a lot of like different armor pieces that you can use, which I kind of like that. I like to have you could say like a lot of free will when it comes into building. And this is what I was talking about with doing this. So I don't know how well this is gonna fly because since I'm on Mars right now and Mars has more gravity than I anticipated, that I don't know how well these thrusters are gonna work. But we shall try. And I have to figure out a way of how am I gonna do that? Because I want to protect the thrusters as much as possible. We'll do this. Yeah. Yeah, that'll work. That will indeed work. Because what I want to do is kind of like how it has it with this is I'm trying to protect these as much as possible. Because when you do get into fights with other ships, yeah, they don't like to stay alive long. So we'll do this because there's no point of showing the entire thruster. And also, honestly, kind of from this angle, it looks like those are giant guns. But when you turn on the ship, you're like, oh wait, never mind, never mind. That's not what I thought it was. So it's honestly, it's kind of funny. So we have the thrusters. Good. Honestly, I think that should be all right. If I need to put any more, I can easily just put them on the ground. But let's go ahead and put the rest of the thrusters on. So I normally like to have at least one thruster in like at the very tip of you could say nose of the ship. Okay, well, one side, there we go. And I do the same thing. I hide it, and actually, when you're building your ships, you'll realize that hiding it actually makes it look better. Surprisingly. How else do I want to do this? So I do like keeping it with doing this. So I think I'm gonna have just two up here because I'm gonna have more on top, but I just need. There we go. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to go. Okay. Maybe. No, no, you're not. Okay. So here, this will be a little fun thing for you guys to watch. Uh, oh, well, that was just depressing. And I can't see. There we go. So what I just did was I turned on my lights for in here, and we're actually what I'm gonna do is just so then you guys can see. Gonna put these. Oh yeah, that's what the back of the thrusters look like. I tend to just fill up this entire thing because there's really no point into having anything else here. Eventually, I will when I put thrusters into the top. It's not gonna matter. And also, I do have the sound off, so that's why you can't hear the game audio because it's not really exciting. It's just normally when I play this game, I normally play it with music. So then, yeah. What? How is? Oh, yeah, yep. That okay. That makes sense. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, how's that one just floating? Okay. So I'm so used to playing up in space that I didn't even realize how that was working. Okay. That makes sense though. Oh, and a little tip of the jump drives that I it just came in my head. That's why I remembered that if you actually if you do use a jump drive, keep in mind that you can only go 4,000 kilometers each jump, and depending on how many reactors you have, will basically decide on how fast you can jump and how often you can jump. Like I said, I put a lot into my ships, so jump drives really aren't that kind of an issue for me. And then also, I know what I said was to hide them, but for the very top like ones, you really don't need anything because you're not gonna have guns on the top here. I mean, you can, but I mean, I don't put guns on top, and also I do cover them up anyways, so it's not like it's the end of the world. And yes, it does make it look like my ship has ears. I'm very aware of that. Do I care? No, no, I do not. Should I care? No, not really. I'll fix it up a lot better. But I do like the antennas because that's how I name my ships. is I'll just put an antenna on it, and since I can change the name of the antenna, that's what I do. Is I just do that, and it works. There we go. It's always the blue. It's either blue or green that will rotate it how you want it to be. So just keep that in mind. All right, so we're actually almost done with the ship. I know the video is kind of getting a little long. I can see the time. We're at 35 minutes. But I mean, with it comes to building ships, especially like this one, it's gonna take time. I mean, I think the most time that I've spent building on a ship was like an hour and 30 minutes, I think, and it was a really big ship. And for some reason, the thrusters stopped working, so I really don't know what happened there. Um, oh yes, thrusters. You also need side thrusters, so then you can actually move from side to side. Very important. Very, very, very important. There we go. That will be in like the. Oh, this is what I mean. So you can do this, and honestly, it doesn't really affect the ship all too much. There you go. I like it to be even. That's just how I am. You don't have to have it make to be even. It's honestly up to whatever you want it to be. They do kind of give you a lot of free will though when it comes to building in this game. It's kind of if you can think of it, you can do it. So I like that. I think every game should be like, especially if it's like a building game, and that's what the entire game's like based around. Oh, it is really dark out here. I think that's how the game should be based off of is you should have free will to build whatever you want and however you want it to be. Now my cousin, he doesn't deserve free will of building because all he wants to do is just build a ship that's we're gonna keep this PG. That's not really kid friendly. Do I blame him? No. No, not at all. Because I would do the exact same thing, so I can't really be angry. Have I done it yet? No. Am I ashamed of myself? A little bit. Is this right? Okay. Yeah. I just wanted to make sure that it was leveled. Now, there's actually quite a few tutorials on YouTube that you can actually watch to build certain ships if mine's not cool enough for you. Then, honestly, I really don't care. You can go do whatever you want. Doesn't hurt my feelings. Not at all. There we go. I'm also trying to get it to because right now YouTube's being a real pain, and I'm hopefully going to be able to get it to where the videos will show how I want them to show. Because right now they're not, and that's kind of a little bit of a pain for me, I guess. Okay. I'll fix it later. I really don't care. See, yeah, yeah. But yeah, I do this just because one, you need these if you're gonna try to get off of the ground. This is not how it's supposed to be. Yeah. I don't get how I didn't really. Oh, yeah, yeah, that would be why. Okay. Well, that works, I guess. All right, let's put some guns on here, and then we're gonna go over to that space pirates or handling facility keep out. Yeah, we're gonna see how long we can keep out. Ooh, I need to put a gyroscope on here. That needs to be done. So I like to have the machine gun turrets. Kind of where I'm at, just because it looks really cool to watch them fire. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It looks amazing to see these guns fire, especially when they're like right in front of you. Also, word of the wise, highly, 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 highly recommend that these have control panels on them. Right there, that little blue thing. Oh wait, I need my number. Right there we go. That little control panel right there. I prefer to keep those towards me because if I need to get out of the ship to repair anything, that is one of the major things that I am repairing. And these I'm going to try to stick as many as I can on the front here without. I don't think I'm going to be able to get any more, am I? Nope. Can I stick one down here? Oh, that'd be so cool. I don't even think I can. Oh, well, why not? I mean, yeah, why not? I got nothing to lose. I'll do this just for that. Alright, let's get antenna. Sticker right there, right in the middle, just because it looks cool. If you really want to, you could stick the antennas on the side, I guess, if you want to. Give you like little wings, so if you know, like, if you're too close to something and your antenna just snaps off, you can be like, oh, yep, too close. Right here, gyroscopes. You need these. Very important. If not, have fun turning your ship because it's going to be hell on wheels. Turn that on. Like it. Okay, I guess those thrusters actually worked out pretty good. I highly recommend putting as many of these as you can on a ship, just because, like I said, it does help you fly better. So unless if you feel like you can handle trying to fly a ship without you know those, then by all means, you do you. I mean, if you think you can do it, go ahead. I'm not gonna stop you. I'll just kind of sit here and watch you do whatever you're gonna do. How do I want to do this? We'll do it right here. Oh, yeah, that works. So we'll go over to here. Wait, no, not here. Wait. Oh, I just passed it. Ladder. There. Once I figure it out. So, oh shoot. So the slider has to go like all the way to like the top of where you're wanting to go, because if not, then it doesn't want to work, and you're just left there wanting to strangle yourself because you realize what you did. All right, we'll turn it. I normally have a space in between everything. I'm still trying to figure out to why it's so dark. I would like to know. Oh yeah, seats. Seats are something else. You can put them on the ceiling. I don't know if that's supposed to happen, but it does. I really don't know. What's the last thing we need? Doors. So you always want to put a sliding glass, or not sliding glass, but the door here. I like to make it to where the doors are facing out that way. I did that wrong. There we go. So when you come up here and you press them there, now they're facing the other way. All right. I think that's everything that we need. All right. So we're gonna go into third person here. I know it's hard to see. Okay. Good to know. We're too heavy. Okay. That. Um, kind of figured that would happen. Trying to think. Ion busters. We're just gonna go up one. I really don't care. I need something to get this thing off the ground. There we go. This works, I guess. We're just gonna figure out how to get it off the ground right now. So this does happen fairly often. I wonder if I need because since this has an atmosphere, I'm curious. Ouch! If I don't smack my head on the door, we're leaving that open. It doesn't matter. Since it has an atmosphere, we're gonna try something. Da, 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 da. So I've never used one of these. Yeah, that's something else. If I tell you, I've never used these thrusters before, so they look like thrusters off of a plane. So full sends, I guess. This is not gonna lie, one of the weirdest ships I've ever built. Um, yeah, I'm kind of learning too as we're going against this. I'm kind of. I don't know if I should be happy or if I should be concerned because this ship just it doesn't look right. I think just all factors of this ship looking normal just went out the window. Just went out the window. So if I can only say now, I'm just confused. How this is something else. I don't even know if it's gonna fly at this point. We're just kind of we're seeing what we can do. If it doesn't fly, I'll nothing. Nothing. Okay. Nothing. All right. So for some reason it's not wanting to work. I have a good idea. Are you what I want? Okay. Well, one. Aha. See, that's the kicker right there. Yeah. So yeah, that ship's not going anywhere that I just built. Yeah, she ain't going anywhere anytime soon. I'm kind of curious. Why are you like that? Wait, can you get like super small too? I don't know. All right, we're gonna figure out how this is. Okay, so go into third person. So see that there we go. It flies. So this one's yeah, this one's just interesting in itself. What's that? Atmosphere miner Mark II, I think. Yeah, you can also go mining with those ships. I've never done that before, but we can figure out what it's like. All right, let's go attack these people and see how well that goes. Whew. Think I might go and get some T-Bell after this. My dog's sleeping on the couch. So last time when I flied one, flied when I flew one of these ships, and I went over to like one of his bases. Oh, I got shot down. I got destroyed. Yep, it's happening again. Leave me alone. I think I might have to go first person. Ba, 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 ba. Fleeing rival. Don't you flee, you pansy. Oh, he has. I'm not gonna survive this. Ah! Where'd he go? Come back. Houston, we have a problem. We're on fire. Ah! They destroyed one of my guns. You know what? Mama didn't raise no baby. Kamikaze. Maybe. Dun 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 dun. Ah! Well, that didn't work. Ah! No, leave me alone. Oh, 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 oh! Yeah. They destroyed it. You know what? Joke's on you. You know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm in survival, so I. Hey, bud, bud, listen. I will kill you. Don't even test me. Let me just cut this off. They're going to fall. Oh yeah, apparently I'm friends with them, but then they attack me. So I don't know how that works. I really don't. I want to know, but I don't. Who can play this game? Okay, so that's not gonna fall just yet. But if I cut this off, it will fall. I'm actually surprised it's not bending. Like the metal sometimes bends, and I'm gonna get smooshed. What? Aha! Sucker. Oh, that was depressing. Oh nope, it's still falling. Hee hee hee. Oh, you know what? Listen here, bud. Back off. Yeah, that didn't. Shh, shh. They don't know. Oh, that's rolling. Bye. Have a good time. Oh no 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 no. See, you can have fun with it. Ta-da! I'm getting shot at. All right, I'm taking this thing out because it's just annoying. Thank you. Have a good time. Okay. So here I'll show you what's inside this base. It's nothing spectacular. Alright. Hello. Yeah, they're gonna shoot me. So basically, oh man, oh, oh, okay. Well, I'm stuck in the low corner. Okay, so this is like their nuclear reactor. This is like their little mining facility, and right here is hangar doors, and those will actually open up from the middle if I can hack into that control panel, but I cannot. So what I'm going to do is just do this. Ta-da! Problem solved. Alright. Well, I'm sorry for that not working out how I hoped it would. I mean, these things are annoying. See? They're AI. Die. 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 Haha. Yeah, you lost a wing. How do you feel about that? And now, you lost a tail. Oh, no, you didn't. Oh, uh, uh, ooh. Whoa, now look who's falling to the ground. Ouch. I bounced. Haha, stupid. So stupido. What was that? What is this? Oh, it's a spotlight. Oh, and it's purple. Ooh. Is it still trying to fly? Stupid beacon. Oh, there's another one. Hmm. Alright, well, guys, if you did enjoy this little me building a ship, it not flying, but then us destroying the same building that we were going to destroy anyways. But actually, here, before you guys go, I will show you what the warheads do. Now, these things are a lot of fun, especially if someone shoots them. So, you guys know how there's TNT, right? Aww. Alright, well, that worked. Alright, let's see if I can. Can I just shoot it? I don't know if it would work this way. I might. Okay. Yeah. We'll do control seat. Sticker right here. I really don't care. Going to here, going to control panel. We want to go to warhead. And we're just going to do start countdown. And we are going to leave this and we are die away because if not, it will explode. So here in 10 seconds, that will go off. There's a warhead rolling. Is that the one that I detonated? Huh. Did it blow up? Oh. Well, I think the warhead that I tried to blow up, did blow up, but, oh, nope, it's down there. Never mind. So, one of these warheads was supposed to blow up, and I don't know if it did. No, I didn't. Okay. Well, alright, well, if you guys enjoyed, please leave a like, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.